Welcome to the Kevin Wildes Podcast Network. I've got a quick story for you. It's about soccer, but it's also about the NFL playoffs. When I was a boy, I was about 8 years old, started playing soccer. Played at what was then the junior high, then it became a middle school. Middle school was invented when I was in middle school. It was used to be called junior high. And we would play all the other teams in my southeastern Connecticut. And we would always lose to one team. And when I was 8 years old, we lost to them. Then we moved fields to a larger field over by the library. We would lose to them. And then we would go to their field in Stonington, Connecticut. And we would lose to them there. And then they had a larger field as well that we would show up and we would lose to them. Then when I got to high school, we started playing on the high school fields. And freshman, sophomore, junior year, one game in our baseball field / soccer field. Wow. Why is there dirt on your soccer field? That's actually second base. And in their proper soccer field, we would lose. And then my senior year, we went to their high school and lost. And then the final game against them. And I've been losing since I was a little child. And now I'm about to go to college. The score is either 1-1 or 0-0. I'm giving you that detail because I'm a stickler for accuracy. The ball goes out of bounds, and my buddy Nick Spencer, his name is, he was great at throw-ins, and he pitched and he swam, so maybe he had big, swimming muscles, And he was our secret weapon, and he wouldn't always throw the ball in, so we would want to, save it. I'd act like it was normal throw-in depth, and then I would take off, and he would throw it to me, and I would try to score a goal. And this worked perfectly. He threw the ball halfway across the field, still high, and I jumped up and I headed the ball, and I fell on the ground, and I watched the ball go over the goalie's outstretched hand, reached back, doesn't touch it, and then hits the crossbar and bounces in front of him. And there's a little scrum, and then the ball goes the other way. And I sat there on the ground, miniature depressed, immediately. And I thought that was my one chance to ever beat this team, and it will never happen. And we lost the game. I think they scored again. We were just barely hanging on. That was our chance. We didn't do it. And I remember going home and thinking, ooh, that stung. But I'm sure I'll get over it. And I was wrong. It has dimmed slightly. Like if your significant other made pasta and they had just eaten 20 minutes before you got home and they had put a plate over it, so you take off the plate. Like this isn't quite as warm as it was. That's how I feel now. Still disappointed. The reason I tell that story is because I think I was under more pressure to win that game than Josh Allen is currently against the Broncos. This is why Josh Allen's going to get another shot. Here's the device I'm using for this. It's called the No Pressure Cafe. I made it by artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence will tell you everything and then also just give you 2 table 5s for no reason. You don't know. And maybe Gianna will fix it. I call it the No Pressure Cafe. And at the No Pressure Cafe, everyone's ordering something and or are something. And or it's the storylines of the game. At table 1 is steak and root beer floats. That's Josh Allen. How bad can it be? What's the worst root beer float in the world taste like? Flat root beer that's been sitting outside in Arizona and the cheapest, worst vanilla ice cream you can find. You put those 2 things together. Guess what? Not bad. Pretty good. Not the best. I'd prefer if it was Breyers and A&W in an icy mug with a cold, extra long spoon. But still, pretty good. That's Josh Allen. If he doesn't win, you know what? I'm on the road. I've got 3 healthy wide receivers on my roster to the point where people are talking about, should Odell Beckham Jr. sign with the Bills? We're opening a new stadium next year. And I go in, win or lose, against the Broncos. I go into next year, Lamar fired his coach, down year. Matthew Stafford getting a little older. Even if Stafford wins MVP, Patrick Mahomes is recovering from an injury. I'm probably still the best quarterback on earth. Would do the top 100, it'll be Josh Allen, even if he goes out right now. So Josh Allen is at table 1, steak and root beer float. Table 2, pina coladas. Before I tell you who the pina colada is, I think I will have really made it when I can be my true self and I don't have to have any artifice. And the older you get, I think the more you become your true self. But there is a level of artifice and a bit of a mask I'm wearing when I go out to dinner. And the waiter comes over and says, "Can I get you a drink?" I'm like, "Oh, wow. Do you have any bourbons? Or I'll just have a Pellegrino, dry January, or beers you have on tap?" You know what I really want to say? "Yeah, I'll have a pina colada, please." "Oh, sir, we're in a fancy steak restaurant with a bunch of leather banquettes and wood panels." "Yeah, I know that. But do you got a pina colada back there? You got any fresh pineapple?" "Do you? Because that's what I want. And at some point when I'm maybe 65, I'm just going to be ordering a pina colada everywhere I go. Because who cares? I'm minted. I'm 60. I made it through 65 years of life." That's Matthew Stafford. Stress-free. Hey, I'll probably win the MVP. The big debate about me, since I already have a Super Bowl, how great am I? Am I really great or am I just great? He's in pina colada territory. He's on he's on the road in Chicago. It's a very gettable defense. He's like, "Oh, it's cold." He's like, "Man, I played in the cold a bunch. I had to play in Green Bay. I just almost beat the champion Eagles in the snow. I'm good." Speaking of the cold, why don't you make me a frozen drink? We got pina coladas back there. Table 3, Mom's spaghetti. This is an Eminem reference. Vomit on his sweater already. This is Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, you shouldn't feel that much pressure. As long as you don't puke your mom's spaghetti up all over your jersey, you should be fine. Your defense just held the 49ers to 3 points. Just don't turn the ball over multiple times and you're fine. This game is not about Seahawks and Sam Darnold versus the 49ers. Sam, it's about you versus yourself. Also, is that what 8 Mile was about? Everybody thinks like, oh, that's Papa Doc versus B Rabbit. Really? Or was it Eminem against himself and his fears? Table number 4, wings. Specifically, Paul Rudd on Hot Ones. Hey, what is it again?
Hey, look at us.
Look at us.
Huh?
Who would have thought?
Not me.
Hey, look at us. Who would have thought? Not me. I don't have half of my team. Kittle's hurt. Fred Warner's back at practice. Bosa's hurt. Pearsall's hurt. Everyone's going down. They're still winning. Brock Purdy, you're not supposed to go this far. Already, it's an excellent coaching job. I think there's $100 million, almost $100 million worth of salary just sidelined. You guys are making it happen. Hey, wings, look at us. Who would have thought? Number 5, and another soccer story, donuts and Gatorade. Billy is winless in his soccer season. We are at the last game. They lose 3-1. The team was not excellent, but you know what? I'm pro participation. And a lot of defense kicking the ball out of bounds. But hey, everyone had a blast. Everybody was playing. They didn't win one game all year. Coming off the field, Billy has a donut and a Gatorade. The Gatorade, I think we gave him. The donut was provided by some parent. I said, Billy, did you have fun? Because I was told, don't worry about the score. And I said, Billy, did you have fun? He said, yes. I had a blast. This was an awesome year. Didn't win one game, but he had fun. He just had a blast. That's Bo Nix and the Broncos. Hey, did you win a game? No. And you lost to the Bills again. But no pressure. You guys were the number 1 seed. Bo Nix, guess what? You're pretty good. You won the AFC West. No one thought you could do it. You were better than Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert and the Raiders, who weren't that good at all. But you did it. Nobody thought you could do it. So what? You didn't win in the playoffs. Have donuts and Gatorade. All good. Table number 6. And this is me being honest. Pizza party. Caleb and the Bears, Drake May and the Patriots, Ben Johnson, Mike Rabel. Let's be honest. Even if we lose, awesome year. Pizza party. It's just going to be a blast. Both the 2 seeds, you got the coach, you got the QB. It's all good. We're going to feign like we're like upset, like we deserve to be going to the conference championship. Maybe, but at the same time, it's just been a tremendous season. It's pizza party time. Hey, to hand out some participation trophies. Thanks for coming. Pizza's over here. Grab yourself a plate. Final table. Mussels, the seafood. Not just regular mussels, although players are very strong. The Texans. Very, very tough to get into. Very tough, hard, challenging. Also, is this a full meal? The Texans. Like, or is it just the tough exterior? Is this enough to actually make things work? It kind of feels like half a team. CJ has got a lot of injuries that he's dealing with, rooting for CJ, but it just doesn't feel like their year. So I don't think CJ should be under any pressure either. Final thoughts. One of the reasons why this playoffs was so good, every game was close, I think a lot of guys were playing pressure-free. Matthew Stafford doesn't, and I expect it to go on. Matthew Stafford, hey, maybe I go in the Hall of Fame, maybe I don't, maybe I win. I'm good. I'm minted. Josh Allen, new stadium next year. I'm probably the best player in the world. Drake May, Caleb, sure. We're pretty good. Our second year, we did all right. Same with Bo Nix. Won the AFC West. Texans, we have maybe an all-time great defense. Didn't happen for us. Some bad luck. Sam Darnold, buddy, it's just you. Okay? It's just up here. Just play normal. No pressure. Don't do anything amazing. And Brock Purdy, you guys are healthy. You're making a run. Give it a shot. It's the No Pressure Cafe. Have a great time watching these playoffs, and I'll see you next week.